Today I'm in the absolute nail that is the Avacado. It's a complete and utter lemon. You might have seen some previous videos from Cadwell. I think we've done some other track days in it, Donington, Blyton, Alton. So you might have seen some of what it can do. It also went to dyno at Blink Motorsports. It still holds the record as the lowest powered ever 1.8 litre MX-5. It should have made 140 horsepower. It made 110 horsepower, so 87 at the hubs. And it drives very much like it behaved on the dyno. So it's an absolute dog. I haven't driven it for months and drive relatively quick cars day to day, and I've got in it today and it just feels so broken. It feels terrible. Okay, we've got a big straight here, so I'll do an acceleration test for you so you get a feel for just how slow it is. So we'll start off at 30, rolling start at 30 in second gear. Here we go, and I'll gun it. I'll tell you how fast we go. So 3, 2, 1, go. There's 40, third gear, 50. There's 60. Yeah, it's a bit slow. And as you can probably hear, it snicks like a bugger into fifth gear every time. So it might not be the fastest car. In fact, it's one of the slowest MX-5s, definitely the slowest MX-5 I've ever driven. But it can do this at Cadwell. So that was a 147 at Cadwell, which for such a humble car, I think is amazing. I think it's fantastic. In my old white ITB 1.6, which was almost a development car for Blink Motorsport with their Stage 2 power upgrade package, I did a 146.015. Never got into the 145s at Cadwell in that car. So the challenge in this car is to break that. Now, obviously we're not going to go and add what would be about 50 horsepower, maybe a touch less, to bring it in line with the white car. So we've got to be creative. We've got to use a different method. We could add power, but probably not the naturally aspirated route because it's just too expensive. This car is very much a budget track car. It's a 2K track car in its current form. We don't want to spend too much more money to try and chase that 145. We're already using the cheatiest of cheaty tyres, so we're already using a full slick in 180 width, and it is a full slick, but they're used before we get them. They're very, very cheap, which is why we use them. They've had the best taken out of them, but I would still say they're probably a little bit faster than a semi-slick. So we're cheating as hard as we can on the tyres. There's nowhere to go with that, because that's obviously the first place you'd look for lap time. So we've got to be creative. We've got to find a way of finding about 1.7 seconds, and we can't really improve the tyres at all. So I've stopped off at our secret test location, just to show you the car in its current guise. So it's a Mark II, it's on the 17s at the minute, which are just for storage, stop the track tyres from getting knackered. It's got Meister R coilovers, exhaust, standard-o, nice little gurney flap there for the aero, standard size brakes front and rear, the 255 front. We've got the Axxis Ultimate pads, but nothing is posh. Nice alignment on it from Adam at Clear Motorsports, but as you can see, it's a complete nail. It really is a dog of a car. But we pop it on the 13-inch slicks, loads of grip, short gearing, and it goes well on track. Interior actually looks more respectable than the outside. It's got the Corbeau Club Sports, TR lane, roll bar, Can't mess around with safety, OMP harnesses, dodgy steering wheel, but interior's fairly tidy. That isn't nitrous, I think that's a horn or something that the previous owner did. But yeah, functional track car. We've not taken out the carpets and stuff. No great advantage to be had there. We'll go under the engine bay. So, that's where the magic happens. 1.8, should be 140, more like 110 horsepower. We have added a big old alloy rad for stable on-track temperatures. Still rocking the original induction manifold. We've got some silicone hoses in there for track reliability, always sensible. 80 Super Blue, Meister R as we talked about, but other than that it's all standard. The expansion tank's dripping a little bit. I don't think it's too hot, I think I've probably just overfilled it. But yeah, you can see it's not a pretty car, but it's fairly functional. So the challenge, get this little bad boy round Cadwell in 145. And I should say that's got to be with 2 up. We've got to have a passenger in there. This car was bought to always have a passenger, so we're not going to break that rule in aid of getting that 145. But that's what we're searching for, 145 in this bad boy. And we aim to do so with as little money spent as possible. Hoping to do it well under a budget of £1,000. So please let us know how you think we're going to best do it. Do we turbo it? Do we supercharge it? Do we get rid of all the weight? Do we make it into an absolute track car that can't be used on the road really? Or has anybody else got any other ideas what we do? So comment below, give us a like anyhow, and let us know how you think we go about getting this nail around Cadwell Park in 1 minute 45 seconds.